guys, it's Ginger. I am here with my September favorites. Yeah, my birthday's in October. I'm not happy. Focus. Focus. I am. Alrighty. So, the end of September means that my birthday's a month away. No. Oh, I remember a time when birthdays were exciting. Once you get past about, what, 21, they aren't very exciting anymore. Anyway. Alright, let's get started. So, first thing is my friend Christy and I, who you've seen on this channel a couple of times probably, we usually spend most of our summer going to concerts and things like that. Now, a lot of our concerts have fallen late in the year this year, or at the very beginning of the summer, like I think May, we went to a concert in a club, but then Def Leppard was at the beginning of September. It was Labor Day weekend here in the Houston area, and then our other concert is the beginning of, well, like 2 weeks into October when we go see Motley Crue. Anyway, so what I always use to set my makeup, especially when I'm going to be going to concerts, and it stays hot here, down here in Southeast Texas, it can stay hot here until December. Fairly warm until December. Like, we're still pretty humid. I know there are some parts of the country who are having snow and cool weather, but it's still humid here. So I'll use the Urban Decay All-Nighter to set my makeup when I go to concerts. It works really, really well for keeping your makeup in place. Because I remember going to concerts when I was a teenager, and basically your makeup would melt off. It just would like disappear because you'd be sweating so bad. Especially since most of the concerts that we like to go to seem to be at the outdoor arena. In the last couple of years, I've only gone to one concert that's actually been indoors. It was nice for a change, but most of the time it's either in a hot ass club or in an outdoor venue. So you need something like this to keep your makeup in place because, you know, you don't want your mascara and your blush and stuff running down your face. So that's my first favorite for the month. My next one is a favorite for several months, and I may have included this previously in a favorites, I'm sure. I know that I did do a review of this mascara. It's the Too Faced Lashgasm Mascara. I did a review of this a while back. It was in a review of several mascaras that I did all at one time. This is the mascara that I wear most of the time when you see me. This is what I'm wearing. I really like it. It lengthens. It makes your lashes, it doesn't get really clumpy unless you really put a whole bunch of layers on. It's unusual for me that there's a mascara that I like that has a rubberized wand, because this is one of those rubberized wands, and it has shorter bristles on this side and some longer bristles on this side, but I really like this formula. It lengthens, it thickens a little bit, but mostly it lengthens. It gives you some really good length, and Even though it's not waterproof or water resistant, I don't have any problems with it running or anything like that. And I've worn it to concerts and things like that. So, really like it. When I finally use this up, I will repurchase this at some point, although I have about 50 million mascaras that I have to get through before I buy any more. But I really like the Too Faced Lashgasm. Alright, the next item is, this is kind of a favorite, but there's a requirement for it to really work, which is kind of a bummer. But the colors are really beautiful. This is the Revlon Color Stay Quad, Eyeshadow Quad in Goddess. Let me open it up so you can see it. The thing that sucks about it is they're really beautiful colors. You've got like a gray, a gunmetal gray color that has some shimmer in it. You've got a gray that's kind of a satin. Then you've got a pale pink and then a whitish cream type color. The only problem is that you really have to use them wet. They're not super pigmented on their own. Yeah, I mean, see, look at that pink. It hardly picks up at all. They're kind of powdery. Let's see, that gray doesn't come out very, very well. Now the black, that gunmetal gray, is the only one that's really pigmented. But I really like the look that I get, but I have to use Fix Plus or some sort of something to wet the brush to really get the pigmentation to come out. So it's a favorite, but you have to use them wet, if you know what I mean. I mean, it produced a really, really beautiful look. I have to get something to wipe my fingers with. Here we go. Okay. Next items are these Makeup Geek brushes. I have the soft dome brush right here, and then the eye blender brush right here. And this soft dome brush, you know, it's a nice brush to blend with, really go to town blending. And then this one's a blending brush too. This one is pinched. If you can see, it's pinched. And it's kind of at an angle right there. It has an angle, and see, it's a lot shorter than this one. The bristles are a lot shorter, if you can see. But this is at an angle right here. So actually, I don't use this one for a lot of blending. I tend to use this to put in the outer V because it has that taper right there, because it's cut right there, and kind of really just tap stuff into the outer V. You can tap that color into the outer V, and then you can use this, and this has, it's domed. You can see it's domed. And then this is great for blending. So I really like these. These are the only two Makeup Geek brushes that I have. A lot of their blending brushes and stuff like that sell out really fast and have been sold out for a while. So I think they're supposed to get some of them back in like October, November, something like that. So I would like to get some more of their brushes. Alright, next is the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 of their shadows. I have it in this Z palette. And these are the ones that I have. They're really good for their price. And I know a lot of people have been talking about them a lot, and I decided to pick some up in the last couple of months and try them out. And you know, they're easy to blend, and they have good pigmentation from the ones that I've tried so far, which is, you know, like a baker's dozen. And you know, they have beautiful colors, and they're reasonably priced. They're what, like $6.99, I think, for them. And I recently bought one of Makeup Geek's pigments. I bought Insomnia, which is supposed to be like MAC's Blue Brown. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe I'll do a tutorial or a review or something like that with it. But I really like these. I have Corrupt, which is this black one. Bling, that one right there. Shimma Shimma. And then this is the one that I use for a transition because I am so ghostly pale. This is Beaches and Cream. That one right there. That's what I use for a transition. Then we've got Rockstar, Moon Dust, which Moon Dust I haven't tried yet. Let's see. I just got that one not so long ago. Hipster, Drama Queen, that one right there. Sensuous, Twilight, and these greens are so beautiful. Poison Ivy is that shimmery one. Dirty Martini is a matte. And then this is Envy. Envy is kind of a blackened emerald color. It's really pretty. Look, I was like my finger in that one. No, no, no. They are really soft too. So, and my other favorite are these Z palettes. These are great. I have this big one, which I'm putting all my Makeup Geek ones in. And then I have another one that's black, but it's this size that I have a couple of MAC shadows in. And then I've got this Z palette that I have a couple of BH Cosmetics ones in. So I really like these. These really come in handy. I've never really been into depotting, but I do like to buy things already depotted, just in the pan. It's just a lot easier, and it's usually cheaper. Packaging is pretty expensive. Alright, so let's see, a favorite lip combination that I did this month that if you go back and look, good for me. If you go back and look at my, what was it? One of my recent, which one was it? I think it might have been no, not the Empties video. Might have been Ipsy, something like that. I'll link it down below. I wore this lip combination, and it turned out to be a really beautiful red, you know, fall appropriate. Very, yeah. It's gonna be somebody wanting to try and sell me something, I know it. It wasn't a salesman, it was my mama. Wanting to know if I had an egg she could borrow. I don't have any eggs. Alright. Anyway, so the lip combination that I wore in that video. And I actually was filming the video just before I was going to leave to go to a housewarming. My friend's housewarming. So what I wore was this. This is MAC's Cherry Lip Pencil, which is a cherry red. right there. I lined my lips and filled them all in with that. Then the next part was All Fired Up by MAC. It's one of their matte lipsticks. And it actually, yeah, when I bought it I thought it was kind of going to be hot pink, but it's really a red. It does have a little more pink in it than I don't know what. It has some pinkish to it. So I put that on top of the cherry lip liner, and then I was like, oh, it had been so long since I'd worn a matte. I was like, oh, my lips look frightening, all kind of dry and stuff, because you know how mattes can be. So on top of that, I put this NYX Butter Gloss, this one right here, in Strawberry Parfait, just to basically give it a shine. And it really, really gave it a great shine. It didn't really add any color to it. That's it right there. But it gave it a great shine. It almost, to me, looked like patent leather almost. It was so shiny. So I thought it turned out pretty. So that's the combination. Cherry Lip Liner by MAC. MAC's All Fired Up. And then NYX Butter Gloss and Strawberry Parfait. So that's my favorite lip combination for the month. Couple of off beauty things that are my favorites for this past month. Last month, I'm pretty sure it made it into my video before it cut off, was that a favorite of mine. Last month was Pringles. Well, I came across some Pringles at a new Walmart that opened not so far from where I work. And these may not be new, but I'd never seen them before. These are the Pringles Honey Mustard. OMG. They taste just like honey mustard dipping sauce. They're so, so tasty. This is empty, but oh, still got the smell inside. It smells good. Alright, my last favorite for this month is another off beauty favorite. I went and saw Def Leppard in concert. This would be my 4th time seeing them. They're so awesome. And I saw them twice in '93, and then it was like almost 20 years between the second and third concert that I saw them at. So I saw them twice in '93. Then I saw them again in 2012. And I was like, God, they're still so good. And then I saw them this year on their tour. Just back over the Labor Day weekend. They love to come to Houston Labor Day weekend and finish up their tour. So this is this favorite of mine I ended up buying earlier this month, and it just, I love it. This is the definitive Def Leppard Visual History by Ross Halfin. And Ross Halfin has been taking pictures of Def Leppard since the late 70s when they first started. And if you had a Def Leppard poster on your wall in the 80s, 90s, it's likely that the photograph was taken by Ross Halfin. So most of my favorite pictures of the band were taken by them. So this is a book it's a visual history of the band from the early days. And the foreword is written by Joe Elliott, who's the lead singer of Def Leppard. Ah! Let me take this lipstick off my hand before I get it all over my book. No! So let me open this up so I can show you a page. So here's some early pictures of the guys in the band. There's Joe Elliott right there. And then the other guys in the band. And this actually goes all the way through Sparkle Lounge, I think. Let's see. Yeah. This book chronicles all the way from the first time that he took pictures of them in like 1978 for their first album, On Through the Night, through the Sparkle Lounge, which was in, when was that? What was that? I don't have that album, so I don't know. My friend Christy would know. She has that album. I don't have it. Let's see. 2009. Their tour in 2009 for the Sparkle Lounge. So I'd say if you are a fan of Def Leppard or even a fan of rock photography, pick this book up, because Ross Halfin is extremely talented photographer. And Def Leppard's not the only one that he's shot, but he's almost like their official photographer, because he's shot so much of their stuff. He's been on tour with them so many times. You know, the posters that were hanging on your wall when you were 16 years old were taken by Ross Halfin. So, pick it up. I got it on Amazon. So that's everything for September favorites. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you saw some stuff that was interesting and things like that. So don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends. And what else? Oh, it's been a long day. I need to stop doing these after I get home from work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Google Plus. All that's listed down below. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.